Hey, what is up guys, and I'm bringing you a video about Assassin's Creed 3. Now, as all you people know that are assassins like me, Assassin's Creed 3 comes out on October 30th. Now, for those of you that are confused why it's called 3, Brotherhood, Revelations, and 2 are all in the same game. Basically, Brotherhood and Revelations are an expansion on 2. And for those of you wondering about the gameplay up front, what you're watching is basically just me behind the scenes of my Let's Play. This is what I do to prepare and such, so I'll do a little bit of this, that, and the other thing while I'm off screen, so you guys don't have to watch me make money and, be a total badass. Okay, so, on to the news. The game is set between 1753 and 1783. And we'll focus on a new ancestor, Connor, who fought during the American Revolution. The American Revolution obviously happened in America, so that's the new setting. We're not going to be in Europe, we're not going to be in Asia, we're going to be in North America on the East Coast. So, the characters that I'm kind of thinking that are going to be in it are George Washington, those kind of guys. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do that. They have made a new version of the Anvil system engine, so that's what we're going to be using this time around. And that means that they've actually upped the ability to change from a couple hundred people at a time, so you know how the cities are kind of empty, to over a couple thousand. So we'll be seeing a lot bigger battles, a lot more people in the cities, a lot more other things. So we'll be able to render a lot more all at once. Another thing the Anvil Engine does is it allows seasons to change that will affect the gameplay. For example, when it's winter, the soldiers will stumble about and stumble through the snow, and the entire any lakes and ponds that we come across will freeze and allow us to access new areas that we wouldn't be able to access otherwise. And the main area that we're going to be exploring is the frontier, which is 1.5 times larger than Rome in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. The cities of Boston and New York will also be explored, so like I said, northeast is kind of where we're looking at right now, but we'll probably move around the entirety of the colonial United States quite frequently. So, fast travel is making a return, but there's a whole new system to unlock it, which is integrated into the natural game progress. So the only thing that I can really assume from this is, if anyone's played Skyrim, they know how the map works and that you discover a landmark and you can fast travel towards it. I'm thinking something along the lines of that, but I'm not really sure kind of deal. Because there's been no real video of them showing how this is going to work. Now for the funner things that I can actually confirm, players can dual wield weapons while fighting and stealth have been completely overhauled with new features such as double counters, multiple takedowns, and chain kills. Now chain kills isn't all that new, that's been around for, I'm pretty sure it was in Brotherhood, and it's definitely in Revelations, so so that's not really a new feature, chain kills, but the other ones, multiple takedowns and double counters. Double counters is when you counter the enemy and they counter you back and you can counter them back kind of deal. So I'm kind of expecting that we're going to have an enemy type that likes to counter us and we can counter them back, and that's how we're going to kill them. We'll be able to dual wield weapons, which is great. So I'm thinking kind of like the knife and the flintlock pistol, because we have weapons. The confirmed weapons that we know about are the knife, the tomahawk, the flintlock pistol, bow and arrow, and hidden blade. Now I can definitely see somebody being an asshole taking the bow and arrow and shooting some guy in the knee, saying Skyrim reference, and I was like, it's kind of old now because it's been around forever. Now the Tomahawk Black Ops fans are going to be great, are just going to be so happy because they're going to be throwing tomahawks at people. I'm not exactly sure if we can throw the tomahawk, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be, we might be able to do it kind of deal. It's kind of like one of those, well, it could happen, it might not happen, but it would be really awesome if it did. Contextual sensitive actions will be included in the game, such as using enemies as human shields. So this is going to be a pretty fun thing to do. The targeting lock system has been removed and replaced by automatic enemy selection. So the first one, contextual actions, is basically you walk up to a guy, it says push a button and this will happen kind of deal. So you know how the puppeteering thing, you walk up to a guy and it says assassinate? Well, it's going to be the same thing, except it's going to allow you to do more things. So they're probably just adding little features to the game. So instead of B, X being just kill him, you'll have X and then B for the Xbox controller, where one stabs him, the other grabs him. We can use him as a shield. The enemies will probably react in some sort of way. I'm not exactly sure how, but it's possible. Now the other thing about the target lock system being removed, that's where you look at a guy, you push the left trigger, and you lock onto these guys. Well, they're going to remove that, and it's going to be automatic. So basically, whoever's closest is probably going to be locked onto you, or something to that degree. But I can't say for sure how it's going to work, but I know for a fact that they're going to remove the system we're so used to, and I'm kind of not really liking that, because the way it could pan out, they could make a really crappy new system or a really good new system, and I'm kind of skeptical about which way it's going to go. But the automated system kind of reminds me of the system for what's it called? I Am Alive. Now, I Am Alive was a survival horror game, but that's not my problem. It's just that's the system they're looking for, and that's what it reminds me of. You walk up to a guy, it highlights the person that you're looking at, kind of deal, instead of having to lock onto them manually. Okay, next thing. The economy system is going to be completely revamped. Connor can now hunt animals and sell the resources found in them. The quality of the kills, such as number of hits it takes, also increases the value of the resource. So basically, if you guys ever played Skyrim, you could go out into the woods and go and kill something, and one of the things that would drop would be meat or something like that, and the other thing it would drop would be a pelt. Now I'm thinking it's going to be somewhere along the lines of the same thing, and you can take those and sell those off in town. So other than that, I really can't give you any idea on the economy system, really. But that little piece is what I know. And another little thing that we know is you'll be able to actually climb trees in other environments. So instead of, looking at that tree and trying to wall run up it 6 times, you can actually climb a tree, which is going to be great. Trees and pretty much anything else that you see. A new property system is going to be implemented as well. Now, this was rather vague. It didn't say how this property system was going to work, and I haven't really been able to figure out what it means by property system. I'm pretty sure it kind of means just being able to own certain buildings again, something like that. But the way they're going to go about it is probably different, because once again, this is colonial America, and if they're talking about in the cities of Boston and New York, then it's just going to play out like the original Assassin's Creed, where we just buy a building and we own it, kind of deal. But if it's out in the frontier, it could be anything from building your own house to managing an entire city or something like to that effect. Now, that's really big on the scale, but that's just, once again, my guess, and it's kind of my ideas, and this is what I'm thinking they're going to do. Now, obviously, you guys can give me your own opinion of what you think about that, but the only other thing left to talk about is the multiplayer system, but there's really not much to say, because we don't know anything about it. Ubisoft is keeping their mouth shut about it and keeping out any leaks, and so they're not talking about it. We're not going to know anything about it. Now, for you guys wondering where I get all this information, I'm going to leave a link in my description to the wiki source I use. Now, it is a wiki source, so there are things that could be wrong with it, so yeah. But the reason I like this wiki source is because, like an English paper, they prove their points by citing various sources and such. So they'll give you the information. There'll be a little number next to it in the corner, and that's a citation on the bottom of the page. It'll say, this is where we got this source from. So I really like this wiki, and they were dead on about Revelations, and Revelations was really a really big game. They actually have a lot of really good information about it, so they do have things that are useful to a lot of people. So if you want to check out that site for anything, you know, just check my description. The only other thing I can ask you guys is to like this video, rate it, do something, and help me out, because I've been very underexposed lately, and I know I've been gone for a while, but there's not much I can do about that. I've been, you know, sick and this, that, and the other thing, and right now my computer, I can't even upload this video. I'm going to be uploading it tonight, hopefully, because my internet connection's been jumping around. So hopefully you guys will see this by tomorrow or the next day. Tomorrow being Saturday, today's Friday, and it's like 6:30 at night. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys leave really interesting comments below. Tell me what you think about this video. Tell me what you think about the information. Tell me what you think about my source. I don't really care. Just tell me this video is great. I don't really care, but tell me what's great about it. I like to be able to do well on my videos, so hopefully one day I'll become sponsored, and I'll be able to, you know, get other things. Anyways, completely off track. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope the information's valid. I really hope you guys have some really interesting thoughts about Assassin's Creed 3 and what you think should and shouldn't be implemented in it. We only have got today's March, so we've got, and it comes out October, March, February, March. 7 months left, so 7 months till we have Assassin's Creed in our living rooms, and we have so much fun with it. Alright guys, so this is WhiteFang34 signing out. I hope you guys have a great day.